Hey guys, this is AppleGamer 24/7. I'm here to give you guys a review today of Pixelator for the Mac. This is a low-cost image editor that costs 65 bucks at Apple Store. This is going head-to-head with Adobe Photoshop CS4, which you can see I have right here. So what this does, you can make images, add effects to images, and do most of the stuff you do in Photoshop, but this is made a little bit cheaper and it's only Mac compatible. Here is the box for it. Pretty simple box. You got the logo for it right here. You got it's on the side says Pixelator image editing made easy. Macworld. It says on the box they have 4 stars. On the bottom you got your barcode. On the back you got some screenshots, and if you open it up, it's one of those open up book type boxes. You got like more screenshots and some more customer reviews. So again, you can pick this up for 60 bucks at Apple Store or Amazon or anywhere that sells Apple products. So here is the icon down here. It's the same as the cover, so I'm opening it up. This is just an update. I'll install it later. But anyways, here is the main welcome screen. As you can see, the interface for it is very translucent. Really, nothing to it. You can choose to have this dialog box start up. But now the one thing I don't like about this is that I rather use Photoshop or Fireworks to make images or buttons or whatever I want to make. I'd rather not use this because this doesn't have many of the tools that Photoshop has to it, like some of the blending options, some of the gradient overlays I like in Photoshop better than this. So mainly what I use this for is add the finishing touches or cool effects to an image. So I'm going to open up an existing image, and let me just see what I got in here. Okay, we're going to choose the iPhone 3GS, which is right here, and you can extend it out, and the black translucent interface goes around to the image, to the layers. This is your layers panel, your brushes, and your swatches, and also your tools. Now, if you're familiar with Photoshop, you know what some of these tools do. Even if a dummy doesn't know Photoshop, they know you can add text and layers and stuff like that. But the cool thing about this is that you can do this all in full screen. So if you hit this button, it takes away your desktop background, and you can work with your image that way if you want to. But I don't really like to do that because it takes away the top menu bar. So you can add layers by just pressing the plus sign and doing whatever you want with that layer. Pretty easy to get rid of it just by clicking and delete. You also got your brush size. You can pick whatever brush size you want. You got your swatches. You can pick from any different colors. And you got your tools over here. I'll mouse over these real quick. Alright, so if you're familiar with Photoshop, you're going to know what these do. So at the top you get the file menu, basic commands, edit basic commands like fill, stroke, delete layer, undo, auto enhance. This is basically stuff to change the brightness, make it a little brighter, and rotate it, image size, crop it, basic stuff like that. And the layers, make a new layer, add a mask. Hit the filter. Now this is where the fun comes into this app. You can go up to this distortion and you can pick let's play displacement. You can if you go up to the distortion again, that one didn't work for some reason. If you go up to whole, it makes your it makes whoever you're playing with like a big hole. And I know this is not the best image to use, but you can make it as big as you want, and you can play with it by doing this. By changing the radius of it, you can make it big. So cool effects you can do. Yeah, so I'll show you some more. You can do a glass. You can turn it into like privacy glass and change the how thick you want the glass to be. So this will be sort of in the middle, and this will be like shattered glass. So if you want to make some cool effects for your videos, you could do that. Some other effects that come included are on blur, you can do a motion, which you can change the radius and the angle of the blur, and then you can change a part of the image that you want. So it's basically one of these mess around apps. And I'll show you some more. If you go to sharpen, you can do some sharpening to the image if you want, but I'm gonna cancel that. Halftone, you can do a dot screen, and then I'll make everything like all grayscale. Dot screen, all retro-y, so it's pretty cool. That would be your edited image. And you can zoom in and zoom out, hide the tools, hide the layers, full screen, you know, same stuff you would do in the VUS, change like the full screen setting and stuff like that. The minimum, a window, and help. So you can save this in some of the common formats of images. You got Pixelmator, Photoshop, BMP, GIF, JPEG, JPEG 2000, PDF, PECT, PNG, SIG, TAG, and TIFF. So you can save this pretty much in any image format to work on any website, YouTube video, desktop background stuff. So I've seen people use this as a desktop, as to make desktop backgrounds, and they actually come out pretty nice. If I do end up making one, I will post it in the description so you guys can use it for yourself. So anyway, guys, if I had to rate this product, I would give it a solid 9.5 out of 10. It is missing some key features that Photoshop has, and I don't think some of the effects actually work with the program. You need a good raw image from a DSLR camera to, or just some of the filters to work. But other than that, it's a pretty good program. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I will